So welcome back to my channel. I literally just made a video a second ago in case you're like, what? Same shirt? Yep, I did just make a video a few minutes ago. Same day, different topic. Not the same day for you to see this because I'll probably edit them like days apart or whatever, but anyways, I'm here to talk about female pattern balding and just how it's impacted my life. So this video isn't going to be I know the answer and it's all going to get better, because I don't know the answer. I have hopes that I might stumble upon the answer and one day be able to share with you all the amazing miracle cure that would whatever. But anyways, so a little bit of history. I have had thin hair since college. Basically, just a few months into my college career, when I was showering, I was literally losing just clumps of hair. Clumps. And I went to the doctor, and the doctor said I was perfectly fine. It wasn't thyroid, it wasn't nutrition-based, I was fine. Could possibly have been stress-based. But my mom has really thin hair too, so mostly I would say genetic factors. Throughout the last, 16 or 18 years, I don't know, I've tried a few things. I did Rogaine for a little while with like a little bit of results, but like not enough to keep going with how messy and horrible it was. I've tried some oils, and again, the scalp massaging, I don't think I've done them long enough to maybe necessarily have seen all the results that some people talk about. But anyways, my hair stabilized at some point and was just thin. And then I had twin babies, and I started I'm going to call it an extended breastfeeding journey. They just turned 2 and we were still breastfeeding. And as I've been researching about thinning hair recently more, because my hair has reached like a new level of thin, I've learned that the breastfeeding hormone can actually aggravate or increase hair loss. My kids were really hard to have, and they're the only kids I'm going to get to have likely, because they cost us a lot of money through IVF. And I always, when I was picturing myself as a mom and learning a lot about like nutrition and how diet from a very young age impacts the rest of your life, and how what I ate as a small child is still something I'm trying to overcome now. I always thought that I would breastfeed my kids for as long as they wanted to breastfeed, because that would be good for their immune system and their gut health, their like mental development. There are just a lot of benefits to it. So I always thought that I would wean when they were ready. And I still stick to that, even though like this is now becoming hard for me to cope with. Which I guess would be like the next part of the video, is how has thinning hair impact my life. And so if you follow along with me on my journey, I am an aspiring life coach. I have become certified as a life coach, and I'm now working on creating just a community of people that are similar minded in this like desire to become the best version of themselves. And you would also, if you've seen the video, know that I struggle with some limiting beliefs. Some of those are, am I likable, or am I attractive enough to be this like influencer kind of person? Are people going to watch me on camera? And in the other videos, maybe you saw it, where I'm wearing the same shirt, I talked about carnivore and how I'm working on losing weight again and normalizing my hormones. And I need to do these things because I have this belief that if I want someone to believe that I have my life together, then I need to be the person I think that has their life together. And you can say, I guess, what you want, because obviously this could be taken really poorly, but for myself, having my life together means that I have learned to control some of my compulsive eating and my emotional eating, and that I am a healthy weight. That's important to me. I want to be able to go to the store and put on an outfit and feel fabulous. That to me is success. And right or wrong, or however you feel about it personally, like that's up to you. But for me, like, that's what I need. And so part of that is also like how I look, right? And so when I look in the mirror, I truly just want to love how I look. And when I make a video, I want to be able to edit it and say, oh, you look fantastic, and oh, you're on point. And something that really holds me back, and I've made videos and just refuse to edit them or post them because of how my hair looks. And I sometimes, if I haven't literally just freshly washed my hair, because my hair is fine on top of thin, this gets worse. My hair is washed like this morning and it's okay right now, but because my hair is fine, it'll just get greasier as the day goes, and this will get worse. And so in some videos, and this could be YouTube videos or Instagram, trying to get on Instagram stories or whatever, and all I can see is this really thin part of my hair. I don't know. Like, obviously, I think that angle there's pretty hard to miss. That's my hair. That's it. So I decided today, not today, but I took action today. So I decided a couple weeks ago that it was really time for me to kind of stop like wallowing in my personal limiting beliefs and do something about it, because I have this life that is pretty great. I've said that in a couple videos, like I do have a really good life, but there's this next step that I really want to take, and like this newer, cooler job that I want to have, and I hold myself back. Not anybody else. Like, I hold myself back because I don't look the part or don't feel the part. I don't know. And so here I am. I've decided, like I said, I ordered a hair topper today. So obviously, like, this is not going to be fixed anytime soon. And so now I need to do something else about it. And I need to kind of remove my negative feelings around having a hair topper and just embrace the coolness that could be a hair topper. So you can actually order a hair topper so that you just put curly hair on and you go. And then you can order a hair topper that's straight and your hair is always perfect. That's really cool, right? Or you can order different highlights so that instead of putting chemicals on your hair, because my hair's virgin, I haven't dyed it since 3 years, probably 3 or 4 years it's been since I've dyed my hair, in an attempt to hopefully make it healthier. You can just clip in your topper and have some amazing highlights and lowlights. So that's fun, right? I know that sometimes my video topics might seem a little bit random. So if you've watched all 4 of the videos that are now currently on my YouTube channel, you're going to be like, what is this girl doing? But ultimately, the channel's about taking control of your life and whatever life gives you. So I can't say that I know anybody who's been who's been handed like this perfect card hand in life. But we all have a choice on how we choose to play the hand and how we choose to respond to what life has given us. And I hope by watching these videos you get inspired to take steps in your own life to create the life that you want. My first video was about manifesting. The thought behind manifesting is that you can think your dream life or your goals into existence, and ultimately you can, as long as you're also willing to put in like the follow through of it. So it's one thing for me to sit here and say I have a beautiful, full, thick head of hair and manifest that, but if I don't do anything to make that a reality, then chances are it's probably not going to be reality. Like sometimes, like, yes, there are some things that I have put out into the universe and it has just landed in my lap. And I'm just like, okay, that's interesting. Thank you, universe. And other times I know that they're going to have to be things that you put work into. So, or think outside the box on. I will have a full head of hair in less than 14 days. Doesn't matter whose hair, I'll have a whole head of hair in less than 14 days. And I can be more confident and believe in myself more and remove a roadblock that I have about people and how they view me. But more importantly, it's not about what people think of you, it's about what I think of me. And so I think that's an important point that needs to be made, is that we have a tendency of taking our own personal views of ourselves and putting them on other people. So when I say things like other people see my thin hair, I'm saying I see my thin hair. Other people think I look bad in these shorts. I look bad in these shorts. We externalize, that was probably the way to say it. We externalize internal feelings so that we don't have to deal with what's inside of us. I hope that makes sense. So if I want to stop caring about what other people think, I need to stop thinking what I'm thinking about what other people think. So if I can stop thinking, Amy, you're too fat. Amy, your hair's too thin. Amy, you're not funny. Or whatever. Amy, you're not likable. Whatever it is. If I can change my internal dialogue around that, and I can look in a mirror and I can truly say, Amy, you're beautiful. Your head of hair is amazing. You are super funny. And anybody who meets you would think you're thebomb.com. And just believe those things. I am going to stop thinking about like what other people think about me, right? Because it's not going to become relevant anymore. Because I love myself, and that's all that really matters. And I'm not having those thoughts, so I'm not assuming anybody else is having those thoughts. And then life just becomes better in so many ways. It just becomes better. And I don't know yet how to look in a mirror and see past flaws, I guess, that I would deem as critical in myself, and say, oh, I just love you. I work on it. I get better. It's not an overnight journey. But what I can do is I can take control of the situations I can control. I can eat better, and I can buy a hair topper and see where that takes me. All right. Well, anyways, I hope that if you clicked here just to learn a little bit about thin hair, you stuck around and got some value out of my ramblings about things. And if you want to see how my topper turns out when it gets here, just hit subscribe. If you liked my ramblings and musings about my thin hair and some thoughts on life, then click the like button. And that is really all I have for today. I'll talk to you later. Bye.